Kyle Hamilton of the Baltimore Ravens back here on the Rich Eisen Show. Let's give this one more time. How are you, Kyle?
I'm doing well.
Hey.
So, we got you now. We got you.
All right. See?
Good.
Good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing well. Feeling good. You got a big game this week. How are you guys doing?
Well, I'm great because, I have really become a fan of watching you play, and having you on this program delights me. I'll be straight up with you, just coming walking in through the front door. How has your advancement as a player been feeling like to you, Kyle?
Well, first off, I appreciate that for bringing me on as a Michigan man. It's kind of there's a little beef here between Notre Dame and Michigan, but I'll leave that at that. But I think my progression as a player this year, I think it's honestly just it's the maturity thing in terms of just getting reps. With anything else, playing football, seeing more plays and being out there for more plays, playing against more people, you get better. And I feel like I've made that progression this year, so I got a long way to go, but I'm excited to see the future.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to address that elephant in the room that you brought up. I mean, if you don't mind. I'm a Michigan man, which means I'm a professional, and I can place all that other stuff aside when I can see talent ascending like I see you ascending, Kyle. And also, I can take that position because I know deep down in my core and in my soul that Rudy was offsides. So I know that. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I'm following along.
So by that answer, you believe Rudy was not offsides, is that what you're saying, Kyle?
I believe the statistician counted as a
okay. Okay.
And the ref didn't see it, so
okay,
it wasn't offside.
Good enough. There you go. And we're seeing too much offensive offsides these days anyway. So we got to give the defense one. So then how are you used? I mean, are you freelancing yet, Kyle?
Definitely not freelancing. I feel like if I was freelancing, I would get a stern talking to from the coaches, but. Our defensive staff used me in a plethora of ways, and I appreciate them for trusting me with the responsibility that it takes to play different positions and play them well. They prepare me well and prepare me at different places, give me a good amount of reps at both spots, and I go out there and just feel like I execute at a high level at a lot of different places. But it also stems from the whole defense at the same time. Guys being able to come in and play safety. I'm playing nickel. Guys being come and play nickel if I'm playing safety. Guys up front getting pressure, allowing us to make plays in the back end. And I feel like that's kind of our whole defensive motto, just everybody working together.
So what do you mean you'd get a talking to if you were freelancing? What?
I think if I was out there just freestyling, they would probably know. And, I think our defense is so disciplined in the sense of everybody has to do their 1 of 11 and do their part for us to be successful. And if I was out there freelancing, it would be a not fun conversation.
Look, the only reason why I would even ask if you're freelancing is because you're everywhere, and that's why I asked that question,
Yeah, no. I think it's a little bit of both. They trust me to go out there and make plays, don't be a robot, but at the same time, they're putting me into a lot of different spots and trying to keep the offense on their toes. So whichever way they want to use me, if that's in the back end, near line of scrimmage, or that linebacker level, whatever it may be, I'm all for it, and whatever is the most successful for our defense.
So what do you like playing the best? Where do you like it the most?
I still haven't really figured that out, honestly. I think they're all about equal right now. It's kind of fun just bouncing around. You get to do a lot of different things. I get to blitz. I get to cover. I get to play in the post and see everybody in front of me. And I think it just makes me really aggressive in what I'm doing and allows me to go out there and showcase my skills.
So the defensive coordinator, just for instance, you choose him, you're saying is smart enough to notice your multiple talents and put you in the best position to succeed. Is that what you're saying, Kyle?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
And where did the Ravens get that defensive coordinator? Where did he come from, Kyle?
I think he was on the team that lost in the playoff by margin to Georgia. I think he was from that team.
No. That's not the way I would refer to the school, Kyle. That's not the way. Be
That
careful.
was the school, I'm pretty sure. I forgot the name of them, but I
Careful,
mean,
because it's your head coach. Your head coach is involved in this as well. Don't be careful, Kyle. You know?
Yeah, I'm all good in line, but I mean, I'm gonna always rep my Notre Dame blue and gold.
I understand that. I understand that. So when did you realize that you had a special skill set? When did that happen for you?
I don't think I really knew what I was able to do until probably my second year into college. Freshman year coming from high school, you don't really know what to expect, and I was still 6'3", 185 pounds soaking wet, so I was being pulled out there. But as I matured and played more my freshman year, I kind of got a sense of or a grasp of what I could do. And then sophomore year, a defensive coordinator used me in different positions, and that's when I kind of got the sense that I could move around a little bit. And I'm here now.
Have you any contact with Ed Reed? Has he reached out to you? You with him? Any chit chat with Ed?
I've talked not recently, but I've talked to him a few times. I talked to him once pre-draft. I saw him in LA during the Super Bowl week, and then as soon as I got drafted, I came to Baltimore and we FaceTimed and we talked a few times after that.
He's the best, isn't he? He's just the
He
greatest.
is. He's like a wealth of knowledge.
So who do you model your game after? Again, I choose Ed because obviously he's a guy in the back end that did so much, and I think he freelanced as well. At some point, he felt compelled, and lateraled and did all sorts of crazy things after picking off. But he's not your size at all, So who's your model? Who do you model your game after? Would you say?
Yeah, I mean, when you're Ed Reed, you can do a little bit more than what the coaches are saying you do. But I think growing up, and I said this recently, I was always a Sean Taylor guy. And obviously he passed away, and sad story, but I feel like he was a bigger guy who wasn't super animated, just went out there, did what he's supposed to do, was physical, could cover, and he was a good teammate. And I feel like that's somebody who I would want to model my game after. And he's just one of my all-time great safeties.
And obviously great defenses work together. What's your relationship like with Roquan Smith? What's that?
Roquan is he's another Georgia boy like myself. So he's from middle of nowhere, Georgia. I'm actually from the city, but he's really cool. He's been the same guy since he walked in the building the first day after getting traded into when he is now. You're gonna hear him every time he steps in the building because he's nonstop talking all day long, and he's my locker buddy. So he's right next to me every single day, and he's always got some little joke to poke me with in the morning, and some little jab, and we go back and forth, and it's a good relationship.
Okay, can you repeat the one he came up with today? You got one for me today? What happened today?
I was getting a massage this morning, and he walked in and it was like, "Oh, look at little Kyle thinking he's in the Bahamas getting a massage on the beach." That was his thing this morning.
But you're taking care of your body, Kyle. This is not. It's not like you're requesting, a certain type of oil or anything like that. Like this is for real. You're getting ready to play the back end against the 49ers.
Yeah, I think it's just a part of I'm the younger guy, and I'm 22 and he's like 39 years old. So he's on the way out and he's trying to hang on.
I like your moxie, Kyle Hamilton. I knew it. I knew it. So watching film of the Niners, who they all jump out at you, right? I mean, 23, 19, 85, just to name 11, just to name some numbers. What's the challenge here for you on Monday night?
Yeah, I feel like the whole year they've just been giving teams just matchup problems because they have so many guys they can go to on that side of the field, and a great quarterback at that leading them. So I think it's up to us to be aligned correctly, and our coaches have had a great plan that they've set up for us to match up with them. And I'm excited to go out there and play against them because obviously a great team. It's going to be prime time and on the road, so it doesn't get more hostile than that.
Well, I don't want you to give away the game plan, but those numbers I just mentioned, do we see you on marking any of those guys? Pretty much, yeah.
Probably all of them, honestly. I think the way our defense is going to be set up, everybody's going to be everywhere, and I think that's what makes us so unpredictable. And we have a multitude of things that we can do. What's
it like going against your MVP quarterback in practice?
It's fun to watch when it doesn't count. You're on the other side, you're like, damn, you really just made that throw. And I remember the first day I got here, he threw a ball past my head, and I was like, if that hit me in the head, I would have been out for the next week. But because he's so strong and he just moves in a way that we haven't seen before, and I'm glad he's on the Ravens because I don't want to play against him.
Yeah, it seems like he'll wear you out. You know that he can do that.
Especially if you're. I was talking to D lineman during the Jaguars game about it, and I'm just like, I'm so glad that y'all aren't over there because you would be so mad trying to chase him around. You have a sack, then you don't have a sack, then he throws the ball down the field 50 yards, and now it's a touchdown.
I don't know if you saw that. I forget who was the Jaguar, but they caught a replay of the Jaguar looking at Lamar, who had just run forever and then made an incredible play. I think he screamed at him, like, how? Like, how did you, like, you could read the lips, right? Did you see that, Kyle?
Yeah, I did see that. It was actually funny, but I think we're a little spoiled being around him all the time, seeing it every day, that even when we get in the game, we're like, oh, it's Lamar being Lamar. But sometimes you got to take a step back and really appreciate what he's doing out there and how it's just unprecedented.
Well, again, I know you're just, still new to this NFL thing, but it's so rare to have a game like the one you're playing Monday night, from the 1 seed versus 1 seed to MVP quarterback already against another guy who can be the MVP quarterback this year, including yours. And the whole country's watching Christmas night. This is, and everyone's saying this is a Super Bowl preview as well. How are you viewing this game Monday night?
It seems cliche, but it's another game. We can't ignore all the hype around it. I mean, it's going to be on primetime TV, Christmas night in San Fran, 2-11-3 teams. It's pretty much like the script writers just wrote this one up, but we are going to go out there and treat it like a normal game and play our game, and we're going to come out hopefully with a win.
All right, Kyle. Who's got it better than you?
See, the Ravens do that too, but it's a Michigan thing.
Come on, no. Excuse me.
Yes, it is, Kyle.
Kyle knows. He's way too smart. He went to Notre Dame. He's a genius.
You stay out of this. Stay out of it. Stay out of it. This is a Harbaugh thing, okay? Jim did it in San Francisco. Jack has been doing it forever. John does it for the Ravens. It's a simple question. You could choose to answer it or not. Who's got it better than you, Kyle?
I'm not sure, but I just hope you.
I love it, Kyle. I really love watching you play, man. Keep balling out. Keep balling out.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Rich.
Let's do this more often. Thank you, Kyle Hamilton. That is the Baltimore Ravens safety. Nobody. That's the answer. The word is nobody. Okay?
Got it.
Good to see you, Kyle. You be well.
Likewise.
You
appreciate
bet.
it.
Happy holidays to the Hamiltons. Nobody.
Man.
He wouldn't even do it.
Wouldn't even entertain it.
Does he not do it in the locker room when John does it?
He might,
What?
like not say
Oh,
it.
you think he's mouthing it?
He's just like looking around, make sure nobody catches him. Like,
Oh, my gosh. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.